welcome back to Eat Sleep Boxing Repeats YouTube channel. It's delighted to be joined by Paul Kelly as always for the Fury versus Whyte betting tip show. Paul, thanks for joining me. It's a big one this week. We're doing 2 videos. That's how big it is. How are you? Looking forward to sharing some betting odds with you this week.
Yeah, I'm all good, and just counting down the days now until Saturday night when we get to see another big fight at Wembley Stadium. So I'm really looking forward to it, and definitely I think we've both got some good odds we're looking forward to sharing.
Yeah, good stuff. So yeah, this video is just all about the main event: Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte's WBC heavyweight title. Let me know. Yeah, what tips have you got? What got for us, Paul? What have you got?
Well, I don't think it's as competitive as some people are making it out to be. I think that Tyson Fury will win by stoppage. And if you want to just back that by itself, it's still a decent price. It's around 8 to 11 or 4 to 5, something like that. But I'm still confident that he'll get it done in the first 6 rounds, in the first half of the fight. And you can get a price of 10 to 3 in that. So it's, better than 3 to 1. So yeah, I think I'm all over that personally. I'm looking at Whyte. His stoppage defeat to Joshua came in the 7th round. I know that was years and years ago, but he looked out of it. Could have, it looked like Joshua could have stopped it in the first half of the fight. Povetkin stopped Whyte in the first half of the fight, and I think that if this is the Fury that we've seen, the more destructive Fury and almost like a bulldozer, in the last few fights against Wilder, I can't see Dillian Whyte making it to the second half of the fight. So yeah, that would be my tip for the main event on Saturday night.
Yeah, exactly. I think we don't know how Fury's going to approach this fight. If it's going to be the same way he approached the last couple of Deontay Wilder fights, which is kind of very aggressive on the front foot, or if he'll go more defensive. I personally think he's still got Sugar Hill as his trainer. He's kind of performed up and down this last couple of fights, but has still got the knockout wins. So I expect him to be on the front foot. And yeah, I think Fury in the first 6 rounds is a good bet. However, one thing I'm going to come back to you with is Fury is capable of getting knocked down himself. And in my opinion, Dillian Whyte, he's a big puncher. He did if you look at the Lucas Brown knockout, knocked Joseph Parker down, which isn't easy to do. A couple others as well. I think he's capable of knocking Fury down. However, so one bet that sticks out to me is Fury to be knocked down and win the fight is 4 to 1, which he's done in his career in the past. Been knocked down, then come back to win the fight. So yeah, 4 to 1, nothing kind of crazy, but I think I personally do think at some point Whyte will catch him and could put him down. Is he going to knock him spark out? Probably not. But I think he is. I think he's capable of doing that. However, I would still back Fury to get up and then go on to win the fight.
Yeah, I can't really. Well, I know I can disagree, but I also see where you're coming from. Do you know what I mean? I think that. Yeah, I think obviously Whyte does have his left hook, and he does clearly have some power. So one of his interviews, and he did make a good point. His power is very different to Wilder. Wilder's more quick, fast, sharp, like one punch knockout power. Whyte just seems to be more like a thudding power that can kind of shake you to your boots, I think. So yeah, at 4 to 1, I think it does. That would jump out to quite a lot of people. So definitely not a bad bet at all.
Yeah, I've got one more for you. I'm interested to get your thoughts on this. This is where my money is going to be this Saturday. Both fighters to be knocked down is 7 to 2. And I just think that. Yeah, I hope that happens because that means it's likely to be a good fight. That obviously happened in Fury's last fight where he went down and Wilder went down as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty good odds for what could happen. 7 to 2, both fighters to be knocked down at any point.
Well, yeah, obviously if you're going on your 4 to 1 as well, when you think Whyte will get knocked down, I think it's more or less a 4. This sounds really bad, but I do think it's a foregone conclusion that Fury is going to knock Whyte down at some stage. So it's just whether Whyte might catch, you never know, Whyte might catch Fury cold early on, get him down. Or it could be near the end of the fight. If it does go the rounds, you never know. Fury could get tired. So yeah, you know what? Not bad at all. At that price, I think that's very backable.
Nice one, mate. Cool. Did you have any more tips for the main event?
For the main event, not really.
Let
But
me
I'm very big on the Fury knockout.
fair enough.
If you want, well, I know I said first 6 rounds, but if I was going to maybe pick a couple of rounds, it would definitely be 4, 5, or 6. And I can't
Okay.
see it being in the first 3. So if it's 4, 5, or 6, you can probably get that around, 5 or 6 to 1, even better odds.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing if you had to pick one round, we can replay this if you get it right. If you had to pick one round, what would it be?
Fury round 5.
Cool. So I'm seeing odds of 12-1 here. So round, yeah. Don't know if that's going to tempt anyone, but yeah, Fury round 5 is 12-1. I personally, my prediction, I think Fury will win by KO. However, I wouldn't like to predict when it's going to happen. I can imagine Whyte getting off the canvas a couple of times and Fury kind of eventually getting to him late, a bit like he did in the last Wilder fight. But I'm not ruling out what you're saying either. I'm struggling to predict when I think Fury will stop him, to be honest.
Yeah, well, let's just hope that if both men were on the deck and both got up and it ended up going the distance, but there was about 7 knockdowns in the fight. Who cares? I just want to see a good fight, I think.
100%. All right, Paul. Well, thank you for your tips. Looking forward to Saturday night, Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. Yeah, we'll see what happens with our predictions. Thank you very much. Speak to you soon.
Cheers, Elliot.